In a major restructuring decision, the Trump administration has announced that approximately 2,000 positions at the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, will be eliminated, and the majority of the agency's global staff will be placed on administrative leave. This move, effective as of February 23, 2025, is part of the administration's broader effort to reorient U.S. foreign aid policy and reduce the size of federal agencies involved in international development. Background of USAID and the restructuring. Founded in 1961, USAID is the U.S. government's lead agency for providing foreign aid, focusing on initiatives that support economic growth, health, education, and democracy building across the globe. The agency's efforts have been pivotal in addressing challenges such as poverty, disease, and natural disasters in many countries. However, the Trump administration has been critical of USAID, citing inefficiencies, wasteful spending, and ideological bias. Under the leadership of Secretary of State Marco Rubio and the guidance of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, the administration has moved forward with plans to downsize and restructure the agency. Musk, who has voiced strong disapproval of USAID's operations, has played a key role in pushing for its overhaul, describing the agency as ineffective in achieving its stated goals. The layoffs and administrative leave. The restructuring will place a large portion of USAID's staff on administrative leave globally, with a focus on reducing non-essential positions. The staff affected by the layoffs primarily consist of direct hire personnel, who will be offered severance packages and, in some cases, reassignment within other government agencies. As part of this plan, at least 2,000 positions within USAID will be permanently eliminated. Additionally, all USAID personnel stationed in non-critical missions are expected to either be reassigned or let go. This decision will also lead to the temporary closure of USAID's headquarters in Washington, D.C., and the suspension of many ongoing international development projects. The cutbacks are expected to affect aid programs that support food security, health, disaster relief, and education in various countries, halting critical assistance to millions of people globally. Global impact and reactions. The decision has raised concerns among foreign aid organizations and global leaders. Critics argue that these drastic cuts will undermine the U.S.'s role in addressing global humanitarian crises and erode the country's soft power abroad. Experts fear that without the expertise provided by USAID's specialists in disaster response, disease control, and community rebuilding, millions of vulnerable people will suffer the consequences. Former USAID officials have criticized the move, with Marcia Wong, a former deputy assistant administrator for USAID, calling it a short-sighted and high-risk approach that will damage U.S. global leadership. She emphasized that the agency's work, particularly in the areas of crisis response and health, is vital to containing global outbreaks and stabilizing regions affected by conflict. Supporters of the restructuring, however, argue that the U.S. government needs to streamline its foreign aid efforts and ensure that resources are used efficiently. They contend that USAID has been plagued by wasteful spending and that the elimination of certain positions will lead to a leaner, more effective agency that is better aligned with national interests. Proponents of the changes also argue that reallocating resources toward the Department of Defense and other strategic programs is necessary for safeguarding U.S. interests abroad. Legal and political challenges. The decision to lay off such a significant portion of USAID's workforce has sparked legal and political challenges. A federal court recently ruled in favor of the administration's ability to move forward with the layoffs, despite opposition from employee unions and advocacy groups. Legal experts suggest that the legal battle over this decision could drag on for months, with implications for how the U.S. approaches government efficiency and accountability in the future. Conclusion. The Trump administration's decision to eliminate 2,000 USAID positions and place much of the agency's staff on leave represents a dramatic shift in U.S. foreign aid policy. While the full impact of these changes remains uncertain, it is clear that they will have far-reaching consequences for global development efforts and the future of U.S. humanitarian assistance. The move underscores the administration's commitment to reducing government spending and restructuring U.S. foreign operations, even as critics warn of the risks involved in undermining one of the world's most important aid agencies.